Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at this brand new set from Lego. This is set number 80112 and it's the Auspicious Dragon. It has 1,171 pieces. This just came out on January 1st of 2024. It's a brand new year now. I got to get used to saying that. But this is cool. Lego came out with a whole bunch of sets. I went down to the Lego store today and ended up buying way too much stuff. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Lego videos coming out pretty soon. But this one particularly interested me because every year Lego comes out with these sets for the Chinese zodiac, and I happen to be a dragon. This is the year of the dragon for 2024, and I thought, well, I got to get this because I've always been kind of happy to be a dragon in the Chinese zodiac. But you can see it looks really cool. It's very similar to that model that I did a video of quite some time ago, and that was a really complicated model. And I'll put that one next to this when I get it done built when I get this one built. But this one should be a lot easier to put together. So, all right, well, I guess I'll get started on it. Looks like it's going to be pretty cool. And here it is, all complete. And wow, what a build. What a build. A lot of very odd ways of putting things together, but considering what an odd thing this is, I'm actually surprised they could pull this off, Lego-wise. You know, it's just, there's a lot of weird shapes going on here, a lot of curvatures. You can see how the whole thing looks. It looks really cool. I absolutely love the way this looks. It doesn't have a whole lot of motion or, I should say, articulation. I'll show you, the articulation it does have, but it's very little. But you can see the overall look of this is fantastic. I love the base here where it's got this, it looks like water or waves going on right there. You got these wisps going on there, these big pieces. I've never seen these before. I don't know if they're exclusive to this set or if they've been used on other things, but it works really well on this. These little pieces are also new. I've never seen these. And then we can kind of see the front here. He's holding that little ball that we see a lot of times with these decorative dragons like this, but it's very cool. All right, well, let's get some close-ups on it. Starting with the base now, we can start with this nameplate. Now, I use some Google Translate on there, and it translates to "Lucky medicine brings good fortune." That's what that says there. Here we can see those nice wave pieces that I was talking about. I've never seen those pieces before. I love that trans blue color that they got in there. It makes it look more watery. There's these pieces that I was mentioning that I've never seen before as well. These prints are very nice. It gives the whole scaling of the overall dragon that we got going on here. You can see the weird S shape. These things, this whole build was a little bit fragile in some parts, especially in these areas. These little leaf pieces that they use for scales, they are pretty fragile in there. Some of these pieces don't fit on very tight, and some pieces are only on by one stud, which I'm not ever a fan of. But, I mean, somehow it all goes together. But if you're going to pick this thing up, pick it up from the base. Don't pick it up from the dragon itself. I mean, I think that would be common sense anyway. But still, it is kind of fragile. This is definitely a display model. Here we can see the head. I love the eyes. Look at that. Those are nice printed ball pieces in there. There's the mouth. The mouth can open and close. It does have some ability to move there. The head is on a ball joint, as you can see here. And you can actually move this around. So you can tip it side to side or up or down. There is a little bit of posing that you can do right there, which I do like. And then the leg, this leg here probably has the most articulation on it because it is on a ball joint. They're all on a ball joint, but this one here, you can move around a little bit easier, but everything's a little bit tight. But this ball, there's a minifigure head that's in there. I think this was similarly used in one of the Marvel sets. I can't remember the name of the character. I can't remember his name, but he's got that dome over his head. But it's kind of like what that is right there. It's kind of cool how they figured out how to do that. Here's the ball joint going on here. More of this detail. A few studs showing, which is fine. I mean, it represents well on here as far as the set. I love this tail. These are also adjustable. You can move these around whichever way you want. I kind of like them to be spread out a little bit. The tail itself has a little bit of posability. Well, this part does, I should say. So, I mean, here you can see the whole thing. That actually looks kind of cool like that. But these parts here, they're pretty solid. They're going to stay right where they're at. These legs, you can see they have ball joints, but there's not a lot of movement on these. Yeah, they're pretty stuck where they're at. Same with these. They're kind of being held up by the whole thing's being held up by those feet. And you'll notice that there's you'll when you build this, you're going to get a little tipping. You're going to have to readjust the whole thing to kind of make the whole thing a little more straight. But there's a lot of parts to this thing. There was a lot of parts to this base. I was actually surprised how many parts were inside there. That whole base is a very substantial section in there. There's some side building right here. As you can see how that all goes together. And I was surprised at how many pieces on there. In fact, probably most of the pieces, or at least half for sure, maybe more than half, goes into building the base. But this dragon looks really cool. I really like it. I think it's pretty darn cool. Here's the top of the head. These are also adjustable. You can move these whichever way you want. This way or this way. So there is some posing that you can do with it. But I like it. I mean, if you're a dragon, especially as far as like the Chinese zodiac, I think you'd really like one of these things. It's very well done. It just has some fragility to it that I felt was a little bit too fragile. But other than that, it's very cool. So there we go, the Auspicious Dragon set from Lego. This set came out on January 1st of 2024. A ton of sets came out today. It was insane. There was a huge line at the Lego store. Obviously, a lot of people didn't go out and party last night for New Year's. And they even opened the store early because there was so many people in line. But a bunch of sets came out. This is one of them. I thought it was really neat. Definitely a unique set. Could not have been easy for the designers to pull this off. I would think that it was probably a little bit challenging for them, but they did manage to pull it off. It looks pretty neat. But anyway, if you want this set, it retails for $90, and I don't know, maybe it'll go on sale later on down the road if you want to wait for it. But I like it. I think it's neat. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I will see you on the next video. So thank you again, and have a good one.